Yo, what's up guys? It's Mike Chang, Six Pack Shortcuts. So in this video, we're going to be talking about cheat days. Okay, how many cheat days should you have in your diet? So my personal preference and what I suggest you aim for is to aim for none. Okay, don't try to go and plan out any cheat days. Try to make it so this way you have no cheat days at all. Now, do I expect you to have cheat days? Absolutely. But if you aim for none and you have cheat days once in a while, it would work out versus aiming for, having, a whole cheat day or multiple cheat meals. And you're going to have those cheat meals for sure. You're not going to miss those. But at the same time, you may end up cheating outside of those planned, meals in those planned cheat days. For example, some people go, hey, I'm going to work out Monday through Fridays hard and just cheat on Saturday and Sundays. So, okay, so if you did that, number one, that's too much cheat days anyways, but if you did that, I want you to think about it. You're going to cheat on Saturday and Sundays, but Monday, this is assuming it works out that you cheat on Saturdays, Sundays, and on Monday through Fridays, you eat clean and you work out good. Well, guess what? Are you going to go ahead and cheat on Saturday and Sunday? Absolutely. Why? Because it doesn't take much to go and cheat. You're not going to go, hey, I end up not cheating today and I actually got my workout in, I did all the right things. No, you're going to remember that when it's time to cheat, you're going to kick back, you're going to relax, you're going to have a beer, you're going to, do what you want and just relax, right? So that is cool just as long as Monday through Fridays, for example, is really clean and tight. Well, here's the thing. A lot of times when you plan something, you may not always have it happen exactly like you planned. So if you slip Monday through Fridays, if you end up eating some bad meals or if you missed a workout, well, now you messed up your whole flow because not only did you cheat during the weekdays, but then you also have your planned cheat days on your weekends, for example. So it doesn't work out really well. At the end, you're just taking too many steps back. Because when you work out and you eat clean, let's say for that day, think about it like this, right? You worked out really good today. You ate your meals, you're really lean, you ate the whole foods, like what we talk about. You eat the lean proteins, you eat your vegetables, okay? And you eat your low glycemic index carbs, or you can cut out some of the carbs if you like, but basically get all your nutrition in, okay? So at the end of the day, think about it as you took a step forward towards getting your fat loss, right? Towards getting leaned out. Every time you have a cheat meal, you're basically taking a step back, okay? So I want you to think of it like this. So every time you want to obviously step forward and keep making steps forward so you get closer to your goal. But every time you cheat, you take a step back. So if you're continuously progressing forward throughout the whole entire week and throughout every single day, then once in a while when something comes up, some type of social event or whatever the case is and you have to cheat, cool, no problem. Go ahead and cheat. It's okay because you've taken, let's say, 6, 7 steps forward that week. You take one step back, no big deal. But a lot of times the most problem with people is they'll take steps forward because they're working out and they're eating good, and then something comes up that's unplanned, which happens like all the time, and they take a step back. So they find themselves always getting a little bit of progress and then losing the progress, getting a little bit of progress and then losing the progress again. And they're, beating their heads against the wall going, damn, how come I can't go ahead and see the results? And that's the reason why, because even though you're doing the right things, but you're also cheating so much that it's like a wash, it's like you're progressing here and you're getting down lower here, so you're just always at a wash. So you don't want to go ahead and plan for any cheat meals, okay? Try to go ahead and plan for none, and at the same time, what you're going to end up with is cheating maybe 1 meals or 2 meals or maybe 3 meals at the most throughout the week, which ends up not being too bad, and you'll still see awesome progress every single week. Okay, so here's some of the problems, here's some of the challenges people run into on why you cheat. So, example number 1. Sometimes either maybe your mom or maybe your girlfriend or maybe your wife, maybe they are cooking a meal for you, okay, and you feel like you're obligated to eat it. You're like, damn, she cooked it, she spent the time and all this stuff, she prepped it, and now it's eating time, and now you feel you're obligated to eat it. If you don't, now you look like an asshole, right? So what do you do in this case? So a couple things. Number 1, let the person know that you're getting in shape, that you're trying to lose fat, and that the meals they are eating, that they're cooking for you, it's not that it tastes bad or it's bad, it's just that it's not the right meals, okay? Make sure you don't offend them and stuff, because a lot of times, they think you're just like, aiming at them and offending them, and really you're just trying to eat clean, okay? So what you want to do on that is you can suggest maybe having them cook some lean meals for you, cook some healthy meals, okay? Make sure it's lean protein, vegetables, and nice good carbohydrates, okay? So you don't want them cooking, any type of lasagnas or spaghettis or, anything outside of that group. Keep it simple. And number two, a lot of times, is if they want to go ahead and cook and eat their own stuff, cool. You can either cook it yourself and you can sit down and eat it with them. Okay, so this way you still kind of get that whole, social experience, or if it's dinner time, you're eating with the family, whatever the setup is for you, you don't really miss out. The only thing is you're eating a different meal. So that's one way to go ahead and overcome, that issue with either your wife, mother, or girlfriend, cooking for you. Another problem that people run into is, let's say you may be one of the people that go to social events a lot of times. Social events are like parties, or it could be like restaurant gatherings, or it could be at friends' houses, or whatever the case is, to where there's just a lot of bad foods around and there's just temptations everywhere, okay? And it could be part of your work, it could be just, something you do in your social life. But whatever it is, though, if you find yourself going to these places a lot, I'm not saying you shouldn't go, okay? Because that just means you have no life, and you got to get out, you got to get out of the house. But what I'm suggesting, though, if you are one of those people that go there a lot, it's very, very easy to get tempted. I used to find myself in that scenario all the time, and especially when it's free food and it's like really good food, and it's just like everybody's just scarfing it down, and you're hungry, and it's tough. It's right there in front of you, right? So what you want to do on that is, if you're going to go to these events, make sure to eat beforehand. Okay, if you're at home, make sure to eat at home. If you never made it home, you're going straight from work or school directly to some of the events, make sure to eat beforehand. You want to go ahead and bring your meals beforehand, okay? And make sure by the time you get to these events, you're already full, and the only thing you should be having is water and nothing else. And I know it's tough, but I don't want you to even go ahead and try little desserts, try little snacks. Don't even tempt yourself. Don't even make it hard, okay? Just cut it out totally, and when you go there, just drink water. Just drink water, and then you can socialize, you can talk, chit-chat, and you do what you do, but don't even eat anything there, okay? So this way, you can still get the benefit of going there, hanging out with your friends, or hanging out with coworkers, or just being in that social event and gathering, and not feel like you're missing out on anything just because, you're trying to get in shape, okay? Drink your water, and make sure you eat beforehand. Another very common problem is not having food available, okay? It could be at work, or you may be at school, and there's nothing really healthy available, and you're just gonna pretty much grab whatever you can to eat when you're hungry. The problem with that, that's the problem, but solution, really simple. Prep your meals ahead of time, okay? If it's for school, prep your Tupperwares. You should bring either one or about 2 Tupperwares to school. You can put it in your locker, put it in like a little small cooler, that can fit into your locker. Put one of those ice packs, that you can freeze, maybe like one of those ice pack gels, so this way it's not really messy. You don't want to go with ice cubes, because then you're going to have like water in there. You don't want to mess with that in books and papers. Ice gel is really good. One of those ice packs is good. Put 2 Tupperwares, put it in a container, put it in a little cooler, drop the ice pack in, and you're done, okay? This way, heat it up during lunch while everybody else is eating all that crap that's making them all fat. You're eating the healthy stuff that's getting you in shape, okay? If it's at work, do the same thing. A lot of times work, you'll probably have fridges in the break room and stuff like that, so put it in the fridge. And then usually they have microwaves, so you can take care of that. Even if they don't, you can still do the same thing. Bring a small cooler, bring about 2 Tupperwares, maybe 3 Tupperwares, okay, depending on how long you're at work, and then heat them up, okay, and just heat them up that way. I even had this one time to where I worked for this gym, and I'm not going to say who it was, but they didn't have a break room. And so not only did they not have a break room, they didn't even have a microwave. So I'm sitting there going, man, how am I supposed to go ahead and be in shape, because we're at a gym, that's what we promote, and y'all guys don't even give me a break room. I have no break room, I have no microwave, I have nothing. So how did I solve that? It took me about 2 weeks to figure out, because I'm used to bring my meals to gym or to work, and I bring it in there, and I'm like, man, I end up eating it cold every day because I'm sitting there trying to figure out how to make it work. So here's a really easy solution. What I did was I heated up the Tupperwares beforehand, put them in a cooler, heat them up beforehand, and I also got one of those rubber bags, rubber things that you can go ahead and put hot water in, and it's like for, you put it on your shoulders, and it really just soothes your muscles and helps you relax. Those hot water bottles. So what I do is I heat up the Tupperwares in the morning, and at the same time I boil a pot of hot water, and I pour it in those hot water bottles. I put the Tupperwares, I put the hot water and the bottle in there, and I lay a towel over the whole thing, okay? And this is in a small cooler. Then I lay some plastic forks on top, close it. And what I found, this took me like 2 weeks to figure out, but it actually works like really good. And I found that I was able to eat hot meals without any microwave, without anything. So if you are one of the, if you're one of the guys that you had the same issue like I did, to where you don't have a break room, you don't have a microwave, and you have absolutely nothing, this solution will work perfect for you. Heat up your Tupperwares beforehand, have a small cooler, put the hot Tupperwares in there, heat up the water, and put the hot water bottle in there, lay a towel over the whole thing so you can keep the heat circulating in there, and your food should stay hot from anywhere from about 6 to about 7 hours. I was bringing about 5 Tupperwares to work, and by the last meal of the day, it was like maybe 10 hours later, it was room temperature. Every meal before that was hot. So that's how he solved that. It actually works out really good, and it was able to help me stay in shape. The last problem is one that I've also dealt with, and that is late night drinking. So it's not really that late night drinking gets you fat, because a lot of people go out and they drink late night. I do it pretty often, and it doesn't really get you fat all the time. It's not that. What it is, a lot of times, is not the drinking, it's the eating that follows the drinking. If you're hammering beers and you're hammering drinks down, you're a little buzzed at night, it's like 2 a.m., 2:30 a.m., and you're starting to get the munchies, starting to get a little hungry, a little buzzed, so you really, you're not really focused on working out, you're just kind of like, whatever, whatever goes. So most of the time what happens is you end up hitting up one of those 24-hour diners, trying to grab food wherever you can, and you're a little buzzed, so you don't really think about it, and you're just like stuffing your face in. Next day you wake up and you're like, oh shit, I just ate all this crap, last night, plus the drinking, So how do you solve it? Number one, cut down the calories on your drinking. Okay, I suggest no sugary mixed drinks, no beers, stick with liquor, and stick with, liquor on the rocks, or stick with some type of mixed drink with no sugar in it. That means you can't do, vodka and OJ or something like that, or you can't do cranberry and vodka. Maybe do like sugar-free Red Bull, or maybe go with, if they have diet cranberry, or something that basically has no sugar. Maybe a tonic, vodka and tonic or something like that, okay? Or, if you don't drink, then cool, okay? Just drink water then. But if you do, combinations like that are cool, but any type of combination too where you don't mix any type of sugar, so this way, number one, you're keeping your alcohol calories as low as you can. I'm not saying to go ahead and be a hermit crab, not go out, not have fun, okay? Remember, you're working out to have a better life, to have a better social life, to be more happier, not to, not to stay at home and just not do anything, Who cares? If you're in shape and you don't do anything, it sucks anyways, okay? I'd rather do something, be out of shape, but let's have both. So that's number one. Number two, when it comes to eating, make sure that go ahead and tell your friends, if you're going out with them, tell them, go, hey, look, I know we usually go out to eat and we, go this place, that place. I can't eat after, I can't eat after a certain time anymore. Or just tell them, look, I don't want to eat late anymore. Okay, so I can't do it. Let them know. Okay, so if you're not driving, let them know. I need you to drop me off afterwards. And they go, oh no, we're going to always go here and eat afterwards. Then you're going to have to find another ride or maybe drive yourself. Okay, because if they take you to an after-hour diner place and you had some drinks, I bet 9 out of 10 you're going to end up eating something over there because you're a little buzzed, and at that time you're going to be like, screw it, I'm going to do it anyways. Okay, so don't put yourself in that temptation. Don't put yourself in that situation. Plan ahead. Okay, let them know ahead of time, hey, I don't want to go there, so just take me home right after. If you want to continue to party at home, cool. That's up to you. But don't put yourself in that situation to where at 3 a.m. in the morning, you see yourself in some food joint, all there is greasy food, you're hungry, you're buzzed, you're just going to eat, okay? Or if you can drive yourself, then go out, have a great time, drive yourself back home right after, and get some sleep, okay? If you do that, let's say the most, maybe twice a week, you can drop fat. You can drop fat, you can get six-pack abs, you can get into awesome shape, honestly, still by having a social life and getting out there and having a little fun, having a little party, having a little drinks, okay? It's all cool. Just because you're getting in shape doesn't mean you can't do anything, okay? So remember these tips. These are really going to help you out and help you with getting your six-pack abs, okay? More nutrition and workouts. Check out sixpackshortcuts.com. See y'all guys next time. Peace out.